I'm Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to scrapbook another day, another layout from our little day adventure at the Christmas tree farm. And this is just all the items I was going to use. Now, I totally had all intentions of using those die cuts, and I started putting the layout together and getting everything done. I totally forgot. So I'm going to use them in a different layout. I kept them on my desk though, because I am trying to use more mixed media and die cut and punches in my layouts these days and for always. Oh, that was sequins, if you want to know. I have my little sequin dish sitting next to me because I had a mix of greens in there. It's iced chai and iced coffee are the two gelatos that I will be using. And I was inspired to use gelatos as my mixed media by my good friend Roni Sue Scrapper. So I will leave a link below to her channel. You guys need to go check out. She is way better at using gelatos than me, but she's always using them, and I'm always watching her videos, and I see her using them, and I'm like, I have gelatos, so I'm gonna do it. But anyway, what fell out as there was sequins. I set that to the side and it ended up going in my sequin tray, and yeah, it pulled the sequins up, so I had to pick that whole mess up real quick. So I did trim these pictures down, and these are both of my fiance and his daughter. Now I wanted to back that one in these two scraps right here, so I just line them up and I make it work. You can't even tell that there's that it's two scraps stuck together by the time I get done with it. So just trying to use up every little bit of this Christmas collection that I can. This is the Echo Park Cartabella Warm and Cozy, which, yes, Echo Park and Cartabella are pretty much, they're the same company, but they're different. So yeah, I'm just trimming this off and getting them all layered up. And now I'm going to do a little bit of mixed media on this background. Now I don't do a lot, so I do not put gesso on my paper. I actually want it to soak right into the brown cardstock, because these two gelatos that I'm using, this iced chai and the iced coffee or mocha, I'm not really sure which one it is, have a bit of a shimmer to them. So I'm just going to go ahead and I get the color smooshed into my little palette there. And then I actually take the Faber-Castell brush that comes with it. Yeah, I'm going to use it until the bristles, because the bristles start falling out. So it's not like it's, 100%. I went ahead and grabbed my Tim Holtz mixed media mat that I won from J. Crew Crafty's giveaway not too long ago, and love it. Yes, I love it. It works perfect for the type of mixed media that I do. I don't really always do all paged mixed media. So I was trying it out, and I totally love it. I'm in love with this thing. So thank you so much for the giveaway and the opportunity to win. Now it doesn't splatter. I tried to see if it would splatter, but it wouldn't. So I'm just dabbing it around, and then I'm going to take my big, that is just an acrylic block that was made for me quite a few years ago when I got into stamping, and like all different sizes and designs I had made, because I used to give crafty classes in the basement of my house, and so I always had to have extra stamping blocks, and they just took it upon themselves to make it for me, so that was really nice. Now, as you can see there, it's all dry, and I liked the line that it was leaving in, so I left that in. I am going to take two different gold, one's acrylic paint, and this is the Heidi Swapp Gold Color Shine, and I do take the Heidi Swapp Color Shine in Tea, because I'm in love with that. And I'm just splatting it all around the page. My fiance has a fire going on the TV. I had to turn that down in case you could hear all that crackling and popping. Oh, he's a silly boy. All right, so here I'm just going to take my gold acrylic paint that I picked up, I believe at the Target dollar spot. And I just, get a whole bunch in there, and I'm going to spray some water in there. Now, I do notice on this acrylic paint, if you let it sit, it starts to separate, and it looks kind of like creamy. But once you mix it back together again, it works out fine. So I'm going to just add, I'm going to just basically clean out the whole top of this little paint bottle here. This one's not as messy as my white. I really need to open up my white and clean it. It is all schmutzed up, man. All right, so I'm going to add some gold splatters of this as well. It is a slightly different shine to it than the Heidi Swap. Not as bold and bright, but I still like the, you know, I like the colors. So I do let that dry just a little bit, and then I come in with my excess. And I'm going to add, I just, paint it on there, add it. Now I'm going to put one big schmutz in the middle there, and then I do the little lines to the outside. And you'll see I do that several different times. But that's where my pictures are going to go. So I know the big squish, smudgy spot there is going to get covered up. So even though it's a big old splat with all these other little ones around, I'm really okay with it. Like, see, that one didn't do it as much, but when I think now I'm just going to get it all on there. I end up dumping it all on there. There you go. And I'm just going to add some water in that. Words are hard. I'm going to smudge it down in the same spot, and then I'm going to turn the page and just get my lines. I just like the lines that it's leaving when you pull it up, so it's pulling right there. All right, that has dried, and now we're going to go ahead and add the photos in. You guys know I'm in love with this piece of paper from the Cartabella collection there, and it works perfectly because we are like, we're in a tree farm, right, with a whole bunch of evergreens and pine cones around us, so it works out. I do take the back side and cut it, and I'm going to use the red because I did matte one of my photos in the red. And I'm going to go ahead and I just put one strip of glue on that side because I'm going to tuck these two underneath. And I use the liquid adhesive on this because there is some mixed media. There's no gesso or anything, but I don't know if the ATG would hold, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the liquid adhesive. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side just to create the strip to ground my layout and give my pictures something to sit on. And I just slide them right underneath there. And then I'm going to come back and put a bead of liquid glue just to glue the top and bottom of this cute little evergreen page down. And I have had some people ask me, that is a medium point fine liner bottle, the yellow top. I pick it up on Amazon, and it has the art glitter glue in it that I also pick up on Amazon. And I have never had any problem with the art glitter glue. My bottle, it doesn't clog. I've had that for a couple years, and ever since I found the art glitter glue, I am seriously 100% in love with that glue, and it's very well priced on Amazon. So as much as I use a lot of adhesive and make a lot of layouts, so I'm always looking for a deal on the adhesive, and I haven't found any problems with my ATG, the Tape Jungle refills that I get, or the art glitter glue. Now right here I did put the big picture on an angle, but I want the smaller picture to be straight. So you guys know the only way for me to get anything straight is to grab the T-square ruler out, and sometimes I still get it crooked. So I get that all put down. I had created my title off screen, and it's "Look, Our Tree," and let's cut it down, or let's cut it now. That's, with the little bitty stickers there. And that is because if you notice the big picture, that's what he's saying. He's got the song in his head, and he's doing the sound effects for his daughter, and she's 15, so he no longer amuses her, which very funny because he really tries. And I laugh because she just gives him a look like, "God, you're stupid," and walks away. And guys, if you got a teenage daughter, you guys know the look I'm talking about. But she had never been to a Christmas tree farm, so my son's been several times because I love live trees. And so the boys were kind of like, I think they were more, they were more like, we're going to have to carry it. So, even though there is a wagon that runs, we're still going to have to carry it to the road. So can we stay close to the wagon trails? And, they all look the same. And no, they don't. I ended up going against my own personal like, because they all liked the one tree, and it's the evergreen with like the flimsy branches, and I'm like, all right, but I'm telling you guys, we need the stronger branch, we need the short needles, trees, not like the blue spruce type tree, which is what I like, because the ornaments, my ornaments are all heavy, and I have like specialty ornaments that over the years I have collected. I do not theme my tree. It is just all of the stuff from every, I had bought all Disney stuff one year and then added to it over the years. As Sam grew, he's picked out ornaments. Me and him have added ornaments to the tree every year, and he is 19 now, so plus all the ornaments that my mom had given me over the years and everyone else that people have bought me ornaments. And they're heavy, they're specialty ornaments, so they're not like the little glass globes that are fine for those. So yeah, you look at the sucker wrong and like 5 ornaments will fall off of it. So we're constantly rearranging the ornaments. So they're all now in agreement with me that we shall never again get this type of tree. It's a beautiful tree. It's just not sturdy enough to hold the ornaments. But it's okay because it has fulfilled its destiny. We had made it into a Christmas tree. All right, I'm done with that. All right, so right here, as you see, I went ahead and put the 3 tags under the one picture. I used some twine that I had there as well. I just had that sitting in my cart, so I'll remember to use it because I did such a great job of using up the black and white twine that was sitting in my cart. Now I've added some gray and white and some brown twine. I went ahead and wrote the journaling on those 3 cards. I put those 2 gold corner pieces in opposing corners, and that's pretty much how I'm going to run, the embellishments on a diagonal. I did fussy cut out this Santa because his green was his red was just a tad bit too red, and the green was just a smidge off. So I do go ahead and use this little felt tree, which he comes up a couple times because he's felt, and even though it is liquid glue, it absorbs into the felt, and then if you add another bead of glue on it, it will stay up. I found this tree in my I got it from Tuesday Morning, and it's a 3D dimensional camping sticker sheet, but it worked. I got this gold star, and that is from the dollar store, so I just peel off the backing. And see, there you go, I'm making sure it sticks back on there. And I was thinking about putting the star over here, but that's not going to work. I'm going to go ahead and just snip that off. It was a dimensional sticker for something, and I used the top part for something else, and I held on to that little craft piece because I can use it again. And look, there I did. I just hid where the adhesive was showing. I'm going to stick the star up right there with the Christmas tree. And then we're going to go ahead and take this little wreath piece. Now I am going to use this entire wreath. I only use one, so I have one more left. And I'm going to go ahead and add some garland to my tree. Gold was the star of the show here. Even though, they're looking at, they're looking at the tree, and that's the first tree we were thinking of getting, which, by the way, we didn't get that tree. Mostly because he started talking about cutting it down and being silly, and she walked away, and we kept looking. So I am pulling just a couple things in. I got this cute little arrow. It's a big old foam piece, and I am holding it down just a little bit because there's quite a bit of the gold paint up there. This is just a star from the thicker sheet that I'm bringing in that lighter color down at the bottom too. And when I was putting on my title, don't worry, I did add extra adhesive to all of it because none of it ever sticks. Even those little word tiles I find fall off after a time. And let me tell you what, when I go back and look a couple years later and I'm trying to figure out what I titled this, plus you probably lose them, so I'll just make sure we use some glitter glue. Now I've got this little arrow here, and I'm trying to figure out where he would go, so I stuck him on this tree over here. I do have a Christmas tree paper clip, and that is pretty much going to do it. So please give me a thumbs up if you liked my layout. Click that subscribe button below, and stay tuned for January, where there will be a how to kill your kits or how to kill your scrap layout hop, where I have made a whole bunch of page kits with scrap. So that's going to be so much fun, and all the ladies that are participating, which is just a couple days away. I'm just putting on some enamel dots here. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll